Hello everyone, welcome to Ask Me Drummer. I was asked about some of my equipment, so today I'm going to do a review of some of my equipment, but what I want to do is review this pedal. This is the Pearl Redline Powershifter Eliminator pedal. I've got two of them because I've got two bass drums. I've had these for about 4 years now, and they've been fantastic. So the thing about the Pearl Eliminator Redline is they are like the Demonators. They have ninja bearings over here. They are a sealed bearing, so they work really well. There's an adjustment here. So this adjustment here will allow you to have to adjust the beater to what angle you want it at when the pedal's not being used. So you have different angles, like you can have it over here and then you just move, right? That's one of the adjustments. It's got the interchangeable cams, so you can change the cam, so you got different throws on your beater. So one of the cams, let's say, is a little more accentuated, which means your beater will move like this, but as soon as it gets to the end, it's really fast. That's one thing I really like about this pedal. The other thing too is that the floorboard is adjustable, which means that you can loosen up this lug here, is what we'll call that one, and you can move this up and down, which changes the angle of your footboard. So it either makes it a long board or short board. So you have different. There's so many different adjustments. These pads here, this plate can come off, so you can remove these rubber pads or flip them around. If you can flip this plate around, you can remove them if you want. You get different tractions on them. The clamp for where the bass drum sits is awesome. I've never had issues with it. Same with underneath, this little spikes that come out. They're fantastic. And as well as the lock for the spring tensioner. So you would unlock that, and then you would adjust your spring tension over here, and then lock it back up. So I've had these for a little over 4 years now. I've had a lot of different pedals. I've had Yamaha pedals, DW5000s, Iron Cobras. I've had previous Pearl pedals before that. I was always particular to the Pearl hardware and the pedals because I find that they've outlasted everything else. I found that they were easily maintained and the parts were easy to get if I ever needed any, which hasn't happened, but they do have catalogs with all parts, and I know all manufacturers do. One thing I like about these pedals is that these hinges here, as you can see, they can actually come apart and you can lubricate them, which allows you to always have lubrication here. And it's a very solid plate, very solid hinge, which means it works really well. Never had issues with it. I'm also a motorcycle mechanic, so for me, mechanical has to be smart. And to me, for me, this is what works for me. It's a smart design. It works really well. It's just fantastic. I love the Pearl pedals. I couldn't say anything better about them. I had the Demonator drives before these, which were the direct drives. These ones are chain drive, as you see here. I found that the Demonators were awesome, but not for my style of playing. My style of playing is not where I'm doing thrash metal and everything. So I like the feel of a chain drive, and that's me again. That's a preference. But if you're looking for a really good pedal, I would give these a try. If you go to a music store or something, you wouldn't regret it. Again, it's a preference, but it works really well. Solid hardware, extremely dependable, and so configurable in so many ways that once you've locked them into the preference, it's amazing. It took me about 4 months of playing to find the configuration with the spring tension, where this was going to be locked in with the throw, where I wanted my beater, and also which side of the beater I was going to use, because it's got 4 sides. So that to me was really important, and also which cam I was going to use. Because what I wanted to do is try a configuration and play on it for a week or two, get used to it first. Some configurations were, it only took 10 minutes to say, yeah, this is not going to work for me because it's really uncomfortable. So really good pedal, and I highly suggest it. So that's just part of my hardware. And in my other video, we'll go through my whole kit. Thanks for watching.